From the spinal cord, dorsal roots carry sensory neurons, ventral roots carry motor neurons, and these fuse to form spinal nerves, which are then mixed nerves with both sensory and motor fibers. These spinal nerves are labeled clearly enough for the nearby vertebrae. C1, C2, T1, T2, L1, L2, S1, S2, etc. for cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and sacral vertebrae. These spinal nerves branch into dorsal rami, which go to the back, and ventral rami, which go to the ventral or anterior portions of the body. But these ventral rami do not go directly to their target. So, for example, the triceps brachii is not innervated by, say, C5. Instead, many of the ventral rami interweave to form plexuses. So, in these plexuses, these spinal nerves, the ventral rami of the spinal nerves, swap fibers. Some go in this direction, some go in that direction. And out of the plexus come the nerves, which then go to the muscles and these regions of the body. Now, since each nerve, say the femoral nerve or the radial nerve, now these nerves are not composed of only one spinal nerve, so that if one spinal nerve was damaged, there is no nerve that would no longer carry any information. But since multiple nerves would have at least some fibers from a given spinal segment, then an injury would be felt then over a broader area, even if no muscles were completely incapacitated. In the lower back, there is a lumbar plexus, which contains the ventral rami of spinal nerves T12 through L4, which then interweave to form the nerves which innervate the muscles of the anterior and medial thigh, the abdominal wall, and the psoas muscle. There are two major nerves to leave the lumbar plexus, the femoral nerve to the anterior compartment of the thigh, and the obturator nerve to the medial compartment, and a number of additional nerves, such as the iliohypogastric, ilioinguinal, lateral femoral cutaneous, and genitofemoral nerves. Some fibers from the lumbar area will actually then enter the sacral plexus through the lumbosacral trunk. And so therefore, these two plexuses, lumbar and sacral, are not separate. They are joined. And so some refer to them as a single plexus, the lumbosacral plexus. The sacral plexus is composed of the ventral rami of nerves L4 through S4, and the nerves which leave the sacral plexus innervate hip muscles, hamstrings, lower leg muscles, and the pelvic region. These include the superior gluteal nerve, going to the muscles which abduct the thigh, the inferior gluteal nerve, going to the gluteus maximus, the large sciatic nerve, which goes to the hamstrings in the posterior of the thigh, and then the muscles of the lower leg, in addition to other nerves, such as the pudendal and posterior femoral cutaneous nerves.